waiting for the food.
All right.
I need to get something in me.
See, on some of these people I've been sympathetic, but could y'all imagine though, bruh? Like, where is food? I'm coming, honey, I'm coming. Food! It's like, bro, it's like some big mom though, bruh. Please save your comments for a essay for your 5th grade paragraph. Man. We don't give a This is ridiculous behavior, bro. Alright, this video is called Worst Parents on My 600 Pound Life. I'm not gonna cap to you. If you made it on this show though, bruh, life is not going well. I ain't gonna hold it. And you treating your kids terribly, it's crazy. Let's go see. We're on Twitch, we're right if you're on YouTube. Like that though, bruh.
From pulling their children out of school to look after them full time, to making their grandchildren clean up after them.
Hey, ew!
These are by far and away the worst parents ever to feature on My 600 Pound Life. Starting off with one of the worst parents on the show.
Holy jump scare. We need censors out that. Bro.
Kirsten, a 38-year-old weighing in at 612 pounds. Kirsten had a rough childhood. After being assaulted in high school, she began to take drugs and not look after herself at all. Addicted to these drugs, Kirsten would often live in with her deals and trade her body for drugs. As a result, she became pregnant with her first child and never knew who the real father was. Became deeply unhappy at her circumstances and started to binge eat to feel a sense of fulfillment. She also used eating as a way to make herself undesirable, hoping that it would keep people away from her.
And I kept eating.
That's so crazy. That's like very self-destructive behavior. She ate so much, bro, so she can keep people away from her. That sucks, bro.
Maybe I ate. I was hoping to just...
It's kind of wild how you eat during a My 600 Pound video. That is kind of wild, isn't it? I'm still going to eat though, but you know, like, I'll try to eat with respect though.
Keep people away from me. I don't know.
So by the time I don't end up on one of these videos.
Kirsten was in her early 20s, she weighed over 300 pounds. Living the same lifestyle, Kirsten fell pregnant with her second...
Bro, on a My 600 Pound video, y'all... Here you go, bro. Take that, bro.
Child. And due to her weight, Kirsten realized that she couldn't look after both of her children properly.
Everything was really out of control for me. And I couldn't give my kids what I knew that they deserved or needed. So I let my mom and dad take them because I couldn't take care of them anymore.
Knowing she was incapable of providing for them both, Kirsten gave both children back to her parents to look after. By the time Kirsten stars on the show, the children have been living with their grandparents for over 10 years.
Wow.
For those 10 years, Kirsten has been suffering with her addiction to drugs
thank you for that,
gaining to the point where she was unaware of how heavy she'd become. On the show, her children Nico and Lexi reflect on their living situation with their grandparents.
And my parents have been raising them for the last 10 years.
Growing up, I didn't really get to see my mom that much because she was doing like drugs and stuff, and she didn't want me to do that.
She knew it'd be probably best for me and Nico to stay here with our grandparents.
Attempting to get her life back under control, Kirsten moves in with her parents after being clean for 6 months, sharing a room with her son, Nico. Getting clean wasn't the only reason why Kirsten moved back in with her parents. As she gained so much weight, she was no longer able to look after herself, requiring her parents to help her with basic tasks.
Bro, that sucks, bro. If it ever gets to that point where you are so big where you can't even take care of yourself, you know, I don't want to be the one to say, but at that point, it's kind of GG's, bro. Hopefully not. Hopefully she's able to get back on track. But it's like, how do you even lose weight? Like at that point, bro. God damn. Y'all heard that? Did somebody pass away?
Like showering and cleaning. Kirsten even needs her mother to help wipe after using the toilet.
Impossible feats, man. She gotta really love her, bro. Chat, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if there's a soul on this planet, bro. Currently, I'm gonna wipe for her, bro.
Family does everything for me in everyday life. Everything.
Is there somebody out there y'all wipe their
ready? She washes my clothes, and at times she has to help me wipe my butt. I'm an invalid.
Sharing the same room as Nico, her
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself, bro. It's a tragic situation.
Her size means that her double bed takes up most of the space in the room. Nico also complains at the amount of food that she sneaks, always making the excuse that this is her cheat day. Kirsten also makes Nico sneak her food without her parents' knowledge, even bribing Nico when he tries to refuse. This obviously creates an unhealthy relationship between the pair, as Nico is desperate for attention and affection from his mother, which he has spent the last last 10 years without, so he agrees to indulge her dangerous eating habits just to please her. Nico is concerned for his mother as she becomes increasingly more immobile, relying on him to complete more and more tasks for her, worrying that one day she will just stop getting out of bed. Viewers of the show also
said every day a cheat day. Chad, every day is a cheat day for her, but you can't say that though. Be nice though, Chad. Be nice though, bro. She's trying. Well, no, she's not. But I mean, there's no I mean here. It's GG's, bro. It is sad to see though, but I don't take pleasure in her not being able to get better. It really sucks.
Deep sympathy for Nico, with one Reddit user commenting, "I feel awful for her son and I hope that he's doing well now. She was an absolute..."
Yeah, if there's anybody who it really sucks for the son, bro, it's like, bro, that's your mom, bro. That's your mom, bro. You have to take care of her consistently.
Parent to him, and then he was expected to drop everything to take care of her. He was 13 and deserved the opportunity to be a kid. It's shocking to see that after neglecting Nico for 10 years, she expects him to look after her every need the moment that she decides to come back into his life.
That's
just
so
Kirsten, £673 Pauline expects her son.
If my mom, for whatever reason, takes me out of her life, then 10 years later, bro, she needs me to take care of her on some random because she's too big, that would be so crazy, bro. I don't even know how, like, niggas is living life like that, bro. That's unfortunate.
To completely take care of her, twisting their relationship as mother and son as he assumes the role of the parent in this case. One of the most infuriating aspects of Pauline, like many other parents on our list, is their awareness of how damaging their overeating is to their children.
God damn. Yo, I'm not trying to be that dude, bro, but like, this is ridiculous, bro. This is like a rare sight. This is like, I don't know, this is like seeing you in red and blue, bro. This is like catching a shiny Lugia in heart gold. This is some rare breed type shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. Like, I don't even want to be the one to do it, but like, it should never get this bad, bro.
I am very aware of the damage I am doing to my son through overeating. These last 6 years have probably been pretty miserable for him.
I just can't wait for the day that I don't have to help her every day.
Please don't let me wreck. Oh God.
Pauline knows that she's harming her son, but seemingly doesn't to change it.
I'm not giving you that food.
Teenage son looks after Pauline in every aspect of life. He takes care of the groceries, where Pauline orders him around, demanding he selects the biggest items he can possibly find, as well as running the household by himself. Dylan's biggest dream,
bro, and that's her son, bro. Her son shouldn't even have to do that, bro.
It's the day when he doesn't have to look after his mother anymore. He can't move out and start a life of his own because his mother needs him to stay and look after her. And
that's such a life, bro. You can't even live your life because you're living your life for somebody else, bro. Bro can't move out. Bro can't really do anything like that. That sucks, bro. The mother set herself up for that lifestyle and he has to face the consequences, bro. Like,
makes you think, what kind of dream is that for a young man to have? Pauline is completely aware of this, knowing that she could potentially ruin his life. Starting the show for a second chance at life also gives Dylan the opportunity to start his. Unlike Kirsten's young children, Dylan has more responsibility over Pauline as he drives her across the country to Houston and attends all of her responsibility and the opportunity.
Is there a bed in that car? Hey, bro, what the f going on, bro?
Children, Dylan has more responsibility over Pauline as he drives her across the country to Houston and attends all of her appointments with Dr. Now. When Dylan is asked why he buys Sutton, attends all of her appointments.
This got a nutsack, bro. Yo, this is ridiculous activity, bro. I need to lock in, bro.
Dr. Now. When Dylan is asked why he buys such unhealthy foods, Pauline explains that she abuses her position as his mother and forces him to buy whatever she wants.
Chips, ice cream. The next question is, who buys those?
I'll send my son, but I know what you're gonna say, and it's really not his fault. He's probably considered an enabler, but I abuse my position as his mother, and I tell him, go get my food, and I force him to do it.
You know, the solution is not to buy it.
Right.
Okay, so you already know the solution, you already know the answer, you already know the problem, but you have no control over it.
And it really makes you wonder what kind of person would admit that they're abusing their own children, knowing that it's wrong, and do nothing about it. A month into the program, Dylan is responsible for preparing Pauline's no-carb meals in line with
no-carb meals. I'm not gonna hold you. It's like, once you is built like that couch, is there any going back, bro? I'm sure there is, but like, man, bro.
Dylan is responsible for preparing Pauline.
Like, nigga, One Piece characters ain't even built like this.
No carb meals in line with Dr. Now's plan. At her second appointment though, Pauline hasn't lost any weight, instead gaining 4 pounds. Pauline expects so much from Dylan when he is still really just a child. Whenever he's on camera, he looks emotionless and stoic, with Pauline essentially robbing him of a childhood, enslaving him as a carer. And it seems like Dylan has just accepted this.
Oh my god,
One Reddit
bro.
commenter said he was raised by a mother who, by her own admission, feels that the roles are reversed. I totally feel like he's the parent and I'm the kid, and all he has ever known is a mother who has weighed at least 500 and then 600 and then 700 pounds. I really do feel like I'm a burden. Pauline's
bro said she looked like Ye from that one video. Bro, I know you're not talking about some you're such a hoe. I love it. I know you're not talking about this game.
You're such a hoe. I love it.
Come on, bro. Come on. It's not very Cash Money to you though, man.
Pauline's stubborn attitude and victim mentality is all too common with my 600-pound life stars, just like Nicole. Nicole is one of the most viral stars from the show, with dramatic outbursts and tantrums that probably everyone has seen before.
Nicole is like, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna hold. Shorty's name Nicole is cooked, bro. It's cooked, bro. Holy shit.
Between Nicole and her partner Charlie, the pair make their episode one of the most entertaining, as their selfishness and arrogance will make your jaw drop. Nicole's obesity causes her to be almost immobile, and simple trips to the supermarket.
I'd be so scared if I seen this in the supermarket. I'm gonna be dead serious, gang. But this would like be seeing you seen a devil fruit user in that, so bro. What the?
Are challenging, as Charlie has to move aisles and crates to the side in order to squeeze Nicole through. Like Kirsten from earlier, Nicole's parents look after her young children as she's become too obese to look after them, or even herself properly. Nicole is known to social services, having threatened to remove her children from her due to neglect. Nicole's parents look after the children, but only so they don't get placed into care. Nicole's mother is frustrated at having—
Could you imagine having a son or daughter, bro, that you gotta continuously take care of after they're adults, bro? Like, not even like they doing their own thing and they living under your roof. Like, you gotta literally like take care of their every move, bro. Like,
to look after toddlers at her age, and resents Nicole for not taking responsibility in losing the weight and stepping up as a parent. In a hard to watch scene, Nicole shouts to her 2-year-old, who is unaccompanied while having a bath, as he is playing with the hot water tap. As Nicole weighs over 600 pounds, she can't fit through the door to reach her child.
Yeah, wrap it up, bro. Wrap that up, man. It's gonna take a miracle, bro. You gonna need a Wizard 101 exclusive spell, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Nicole weighs over 600 pounds. She can't fit through the door to reach her child.
Jaden, please, can you shut the water off and come with mommy?
Gotta break the door. The entire house should have custom entrances, bro.
Jaden, please come.
Y'all know how cartoon characters just be, yo, chill, bro.
We
like,
can't fit in the bathroom door.
I know how cartoons got like characters who be walking through the walls and then it has just like a cutout hole of them and like that. Like, that's what she need to do.
Can't fit in the bathroom door, Mom.
Alright, I'll get him.
I can't take care of my kids, but there's nothing I can do about it right now.
Shouting for her mother to help, Nicole's mother is also frustrated because she can't cope having to look after 2 babies on her own, and Nicole can't help in any capacity. With 2 parent figures can't give the children the full attention they deserve, it's incredibly upsetting to watch. Nicole is so absent from her children that they don't even recognize that she is her mother, instead thinking their grandma is.
And it hurts me that my kids think their grandmother is their mom, and that I'm not even a parent. One time I said to my son, "Do you love mama?" And he looked over at my mom and smiled. And it made me feel like he was calling her mom. And that's very hurtful.
In another viral scene from the show, Nicole and her family stay at the hotel while visiting Dr. Now, where she realizes that the bed is on wheels. As Nicole can't get on top of the bed due to it rolling away beneath her, the couple have a heated argument, shouting at each other in front of their young children who are playing on the bed. Nicole—
Bro, who is taking that ball, gang? That's not a ball, that's a globe, bro. Yo, keep the ball, gang, because I don't know how you doing that though, bro. Be a ball hog with that joint.
Nicole's attitude is disgusting as she insults Charlie and swears at him in front of the children.
So, when they said it was upstairs.
First said I dislike fat people. Jade said wild statements. Jade, weren't you talking about some kind of like gorillas or calling gorillas and talking about grape Kool-Aid earlier, right?
idiot. I can't get on it, Charlie.
Why can't you? I'm holding
Just
the
give me
bed.
the chair over there.
Tensions rise as Nicole launches an attack on her entire family, furious that she can't get on the bed, calling her family bastards, screaming and shouting so loud her children start crying. Nicole is selfish through and through, choosing food over her children and making no effort to change. It's unsettling to think of the children's future, as even their grandmother isn't overly happy about having to look after them. Another 600-pound life star with a toddler is Ashley D.
Ashley D!
Weighing in at over 700 pounds. Her size has made her almost immobile, able to walk only a 20-meter distance at a time.
They got this Humpty Dumpty bills though, bro. Like Jesus, bro. Jesus.
The only task
that
Ashley can do is wash and relieve herself, but struggles with anything else. At the start of her episode, alarm bells start ringing as Ashley's apartment is not just untidy, but filthy. She clearly is unable to keep on top of the chores that people of a normal size just find easy to do. One of Ashley's biggest fears is that when she becomes immobile, she will need someone to take care of her. It's frustrating to see Ashley say this when she's done absolutely nothing to take control of the situation. It's also completely ironic, considering she already does have someone taking care of her, her 5-year-old son, Patrick. Everything that involves standing and walking around,
who's hitting these prospects?
Relies on Patrick to do, which is every household chore.
He's my legs in a lot of things. Basically everything that involves standing and walking around a lot, Patrick does for me. Go get the blue bucket for Mama. We're gonna do some laundry real quick. He has to help me with just about every household chore.
Watching this 5-year-old struggle to
She weren't 600 pounds at some point. Well, she's 700. So I'm just like, what the f happened in 5 years, bro? I know there's pregnancy weight. I know there's a whole bunch of right? But what transpired in 5 years? If we're assuming it's 5 years. If she was like really, really huge prior, then who took that down, bro?
The washing machine with laundry is incredibly upsetting, as it's something that no young child should have to worry about. Learning to do household chores is something that everyone learns, but not until you're at least able to reach the machine without having to climb on top of it. It's important to mention too, that if Ashley wasn't classed as disabled due to her weight and needing a carer, that her behaviour towards Patrick would be considered abuse, if it isn't already. One YouTuber commenter noted, "Watching that kid do laundry just broke my heart. I'm glad he's so smart and independent, but it shouldn't be taught this way. I hope she is better now." It isn't just household chores that Patrick needs to do either, but also prepare all of Ashley's meals, which, as we know due to her size, are very calorie dense and very unhealthy. As Ashley's husband works away as a truck driver for 70 to 100 hours a week, Ashley eats whatever Patrick is capable to make for her, which is a lot of cupboard snacks and microwave food. It's unfair to watch Patrick struggle this much, as Ashley has robbed him of his childhood.
Bro, like, it's like, imagine being born into this type of life, bro. Yo, Chad, take a good look at y'all spawn location, bro. Even if y'all was gang, at least ain't as Patrick, bro. That sucks, bro. Free Patrick, bro.
Roles as parent and child have been completely reversed. Genuinely, just writing this part of the YouTube video is really upsetting, because a 5-year-old doesn't deserve this kind of stress and responsibility because his mother is so overweight, she can't help him at all. Just like Ashley's 700-pound Miller casts a shadow of fear and worry over her children, as they do literally everything for her. Growing up with an emotionally distant mother, the only affection Miller received from her mother was through food. If Miller or her siblings refused food from their mother, she would see this as rejection and resort to violence against the
You better eat or I'm gonna beat the f out of you! Dead ass. Seriously?
Children.
I do.
Ain't had sleep for dinner though, bro. Had to really make bologna sandwiches. Motherfuckers was force feeding though, right?
Sometimes blame myself for Miller being the way she is. But at the time, I thought it was fine that she ate that much.
As Miller was the oldest, she would eat her siblings' food that they couldn't finish to save them from being punished.
Trouble method?
She never
PTSD,
said it.
Bro.
She never hugged me or kissed me. But what she would do is feed us. Giving us food was the only way my mother knew to show her love for us. And if we didn't take that food, my mother saw it as a rejection, and we would get a whipping.
Food was the only love Miller received, so she just wanted more and more.
I kept gaining, and I just kept getting.
Bro.
When I graduated high school, I was pushing 350. and they did not have a gown to fit me. I was so embarrassed.
Miller had her first child with her husband Elroy when she was just under 500 pounds. When the couple tried to conceive another, they found that Miller was too overweight to carry another child, so they ended up adopting. It's already insane to think that
she was too overweight to carry another child. That's a thing? Bro, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, you could be too big to carry another child, bro. That's tough.
At 500 pounds and climbing, Miller thought it was a good idea to take on more children when she was already struggling to look after the one she had. By the time they
this the thing though, bro. I feel bad for Shorty, but it's like, why are you taking all these kids, bro? You know you're not gonna be able to handle it.
Last child, Miller was 38 with 5 children. At 40 years old, Miller started to develop lipedema, which is a chronic condition that causes abnormal fat and connective tissue to build up in the body, usually in the legs and hips. The lipedema, combined with Miller's obesity, meant that it became increasingly difficult to get up and do anything.
As it got bigger and bigger, it became this huge weight, and it just held me down. And one day it got so big, I couldn't get up anymore. So I have no idea how big I am.
Ultimately, Miller became bedbound, completely on her children to look after her every need. To make matters worse, Miller's husband Elroy started to have health issues too. Resulting in his reduced mobility as he relies on a wheelchair and walker to get around.
I have a lot of health issues going on myself. I'm in end-stage renal failure, and I have congestive heart failure.
Oh man, bro.
It's took a toll.
Sad. That's so sad.
I need to take care of myself.
Miller's daughter takes care of most of the chores, especially the food shopping, and she seems somewhat resentful to the unhealthy requests her mother makes. She likely finds it frustrating that Miller doesn't sympathize with her, feeling sorry that because of her weight, her daughter has to take responsibility for feeding the family.
I do mostly all the grocery shopping now, since my dad can't walk in stores. I don't usually see my friends grocery shop unless they're with their parents.
I said fat. Yo, that's really, really, really bad. Chat is what I meant to say. My bad. Chat. Do you feel like kids like this should just like have to go through CPS and like that? They're a family like that and just doing what they gotta go ahead and do. But I just feel like it's crazy for kids to have to do all of this, bro. They're kids, bro. They go to school and do a whole bunch of shit, bro. And the parents can't take care of them. Like, I know that dad going through some, bro, and the mom's bedridden due through to disease or whatever. But I just think it's really, 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 really unfortunate that they even gotta be in this position, bro. But CPS never intervenes for like this. Foster care system's not much better. That's true though. I don't know much about the foster care system like that, so maybe that would be worse. But it just seems like such a life to live, bro.
They don't do it by themselves.
Miller's daughter is also slightly afraid of Miller, as if she doesn't get exactly what she wants, she will be punished.
You can get a 12-pack of the peach soda. 2 12-packs will be fine. Ice cream bars, please.
Okay. We don't want to bring my mom
Punish
some of the stuff that she asked us to bring her, but we have to. She'll be mad if we don't.
Beyond the household chores,
the cycle of abuse continues,
for her mother's weight, as she understands that she is the one buying and feeding her parents.
I do feel responsible for my mom's weight because she can't get up and get it. It's just hard to know what to do when she wants food because we feel bad for her because she's on the bed.
This is such an unfortunate burden for her daughter to bear though, as she's simply doing what is being asked of her, yet has to take on the responsibility that her mother could die because of the food that she's feeding her. As mentioned before, Miller's children do
a whole pizza, bro?
everything to look after her, one of which being to clean their mother after she defecates in the bed.
Okay, done. I know it's horrible for them.
I'm doing such a big service for y'all, bro. I'm seeing some of the crazy on my screen right now. Y'all don't want to see this, bro. Bro, get this off my screen. I can't show y'all the screen
on
right
this
now,
subject is
y'all
that if Miller
don't want to see this,
weren't due to her obesity, her children taking care of her after she defecates would be classed as child abuse. Ultimately, the responsibility and emotional burden that Miller places on her children because
they got a peach tree dish, bro. Like, imagine like a large plate. After she got the they had to collect it in a large little petri dish plate thing to throw it out, bro. I really wish I didn't have to see that again.
Can't stop eating is enormous.
Bring me a plate and my oranges out of the refrigerator.
So I'm trapped here And I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything unless it's in this bed. So most of everything around this house falls on my children.
In a similar situation is £705 Lisa Fleming, whose children and grandchildren look after her around the clock.
I'm stuck in this bed and I'm helpless. I can't go anywhere.
This is a hard video to watch, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't walk.
After her father tragically passed away when she was young, Lisa spiraled out of control and turned to alcohol and food as a coping mechanism. Things only got worse for Lisa as her brother passed away not long after, which her mother blamed her for. A few years later, Lisa then lost her mother to cancer.
In my early 40s, I found out my mom had cancer. So I moved back home with my mom, and she passed away shortly after. Losing my mom,
that sucks, bro.
Almost lost my mind. I started eating around the clock, and I picked up weight so fast. I was over 500 pounds.
Her story is tragic and deeply sad, explaining why Lisa turned to food to cope.
Can he not shower? I mean, at that point, when you're like either bedridden or like that, I don't think so. I think like at that point, everybody gotta assist you for some, bro.
As it was the only thing in her life that she felt she could control. Immobile and bedbound, Lisa's adult daughter and her young grandson are the primary caregivers in her life, living in the same house as her and watching her 24/7.
A month ago, I started feeling sick and my leg was really bothering me. I kept saying, my leg is hurting bad. And when Danielle pulled open the folds of my skin, she found little maggots on there. So now she has to check my leg every day. And
It's like a mixture of sad, disgusted, worried, intrigued, sad. Like it's really a sad case. I'm gonna keep it as that with you, bro. But it's also like, how does it get like this? But she said how it got like this, but it's just like, bro, like this is real.
Can't believe it got so bad.
Not only is Lisa critically obese, but she's also one of the oldest stars on the show at 50 years old. This means that she also has a myriad of additional health complications related to her age and obviously her weight. Lisa's daughter has to bathe and clean her frequently, as her obesity-related skin infections need to be cleaned and disinfected. Her grandson also helps with his daily routine, an unsettling image as he has to clean his grandmother while she's completely undressed.
We all have to help her. 2, 3. Oh, God, help me.
You got it?
I got it. Oh!
My grandson don't even get a chance to be a kid because he's so busy catering to me.
Like the story with Miller, this just reeks of child abuse, as no child should have to see their parent or grandparent in this disturbing way. One YouTube commenter wrote,
I had to skip for a second, Jack.
Reflecting on the years of support she offered her mother with nothing in return.
I'm not gonna get the surgery I came here for. Dr. Now is done with me.
So what are your plans going forward?
Well, I had just planned on just giving up, Danielle.
That sucks, bro.
I'm just not getting nothing accomplished. And I feel like you're the only one of my children who even care enough about me.
You can't expect nobody else to be a cheerleader for you. You have to be your own cheerleader sometimes. You need to do it for yourself.
I know.
And you don't need to be letting me down.
But I can't let myself down either.
Right.
I really hope she gets better, bro.
Unfortunately, just several months after her episode aired, Lisa tragically passed away after her body gave out. Another star who struggled to...
That one is really, really unfortunate, bro. A lot of these people got like this through like tragic events happening, really poor choices, and it even reflected on their children, which isn't good at all. And not like being like, oh, like trying to like, you know, trying to make reason for it or like that. Because at the end of the day, like it's still really, really bad that this is what's going on and their children are going through because their parents aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. But it's like, that sucks though. Like, it really does suck, bro.
Around is 530-pound Penny, who is also known as one of the many stars who failed Dr. Now's weight loss program. Penny had an addiction to food from a young age, always being the heaviest person in her class, and even having to wear plus-size adult clothes as a child.
And I remember like 4th grade, I started having to wear plus sizes. I hated that really bad. Just gaining 20 pounds a year. I ended up being close to 300 by the time I was 22 or so.
To her now husband Edgar, the couple had a young child together named Liam. Unlike the other parents, Edgar did quit his job to look after Penny, becoming her full-time carer. Liam doesn't have the same responsibility in looking after his mother as the other stars' children do, but that doesn't mean that he isn't being neglected by Penny. As Penny is bedbound, she can only see Liam.
Girl said, "God, Chad, you're a lost soul. You are a lost soul."
Liam, if he comes to her, this means that Liam can't be left alone with her, as if something bad happened to him, she wouldn't be able to get to him at all.
Souls, right?
I help take care of my son, but it's here. If he refused to come into my bubble, then I wouldn't be able to help him.
She places the parenting responsibility
she got
on
simple
Ed,
domain,
who
bro.
takes
That's tough,
care
bro.
of everything around the house, looking after Penny and Liam.
Penny is very stubborn, and Ed does enable her. He buys whatever she tells him, and if he doesn't, he's gonna be in trouble.
Ed definitely does bring the food in to the house, but I also believe that he doesn't have much choice.
Penny is also unable to attend any of Liam's sports or school events, as she's too big to be transported the distance. Instead, Edgar has to record Liam's milestone events to show Penny when they arrive home.
Today's Liam's graduation for kindergarten. It's hard because I'd be leaving to go.
Man, this is gonna sound up. I would hate to be involved in a life like this, bro. Of course, nobody wished this upon nobody, or nobody like trying to make this happen, but like a life like this, bro, probably is extremely miserable, bro. But hey, this real, he ain't cheat or nothing like that though, bro. To our knowledge, you know what I'm saying? But like, he's trying to hold that down, you know. That's a very, very, very crazy wall to hold down, but like, he trying to do it though, and I can respect that.
The award ceremony, and I'll be here. If you bring me home an award and some pictures, okay? I want it. Who loves you? You.
Liam, go get one of them wipes.
It's hard not to be there, but it's even harder when I say, I'm sorry I can't be there today. And he's like, oh, it's okay.
Liam is always visibly upset by this, seemingly confused as to why his own mother can't be there at these special events. Some of Penny's family members even agree that Penny is an unfit mother and feel deep sympathy for Liam that he doesn't have the support from her that any child deserves from their parents.
She's a great mom.
That's so unfortunate.
But you just can't be a good mom when you're in bed.
Liam loves her so much, and I thought having him would change everything, but it hasn't. It's gotten worse.
As if that couldn't be frustrating enough, Penny is also incredibly delusional, as she believes that she does a lot more for Liam than most mothers do.
I never want anyone to discount, well, you didn't get to do these things with your son, because the things that I've done with my son on a regular daily basis probably exceed what regular moms get to do that have to go out in the workforce. Still, there's things that all moms miss, but I'll be at his next event.
The money go where I go, smoking on gelato.
And I don't understand how this could be true when she can't walk, can't prepare his meals, clean his laundry, or even play with him, when most mothers can do this with ease. Penny is also completely unsympathetic during her treatment, as Dr. Now requires the family to relocate to Houston so that they can be close to the hospital. Liam has to leave his school and all of his friends to stay.
Man, can she relocate, gang? Is that possible, bro? You might need the U-Haul for that, bro. Is a relocation possible, gang? Y'all got airlift?
In a tiny one-bed apartment where he has to share a bunk bed with his father.
This is Liam and I's room. It's only a one-bedroom. I get the bottom bunk. Obviously, can't sleep with Penny. I know Liam can't wait for
That's crazy, bro. Can't even sleep with his
Penny
wife.
never once seemed apologetic about this, failing to take responsibility for the fact that it's because of her that they've had to...
Oh, I didn't know what that was, Chad. I had to back up.
Relocate.
You know, the thing is there really wasn't a diet like given to us or to me. I'm waiting for the food.
All right.
I need to get something in me.
No, bro. Like, could y'all all imagine, bro? See, on some of these people I've been sympathetic, but could y'all imagine though, bro? Like, where is food? I'm coming, honey, I'm coming. Food! It's like, bro, it's like some big mom though, bro. Bro, I can't do it. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry that's I'm sure I'm gonna get oh my god, Blue Eye, you know, you're really, I was wrong about you, Blue Eye. I really thought you were one of the people who really respected, but you know, my opinion on you changed recently, and now that I really think about it, you're one of those people who really think it's fun to make fun of people who but like, bro, please save your comments for a motherfucking guy essay for your 5th grade paragraph, man. We don't give a fuck. This is ridiculous behavior, bro. They're rushing him to get food like that. Where is my food? I'm coming, honey. No! It's like, bro, you scaring this, bro. He trying to help you, bro. I'm sure he's going as fast as he can, but it's been 30 seconds, bro. Holy that already beat his previous record of 45 seconds. Like, give that some time, bro. Come on, bro. Let's go.
I'm waiting for the food.
All right.
I need to get something in me, and I feel like I'm dropping all my sugar.
As the months roll by and Penny stops contact with Dr. Now, she seems unconcerned by the fact that the quicker she loses weight, the quicker that she will be discharged. And that means the quicker that Liam can return back to their home in Maryland to be with his friends again.
Maryland.
Even if I'm not successful in the world's eyes, the fact that I did all of this so far changed.
She looked better though here.
Eyes.
Oh, this is a bed. Oh.
The fact that I did all of this so far changed my path in life forever. And I don't ever have to be an ideal weight in Liam's eyes because he's seen what I'm willing to do for him. And he's proud of me.
Out of all the parents discussed so far, Penny is definitely the most delusional, as she firmly believes that she's a fantastic parent to Liam, not thinking for a moment that she is deeply harming him.
At this point, I don't think Penny has any intention to change anything in her lifestyle. I don't know what will work for Penny. I hope she wakes up in some...
She needs a wake-up call. There's gonna be some under this video, bro. All y'all two hitting the motherfucker. No, you can't say stuff like that. Like, come on, like, why would you say something like that? Y'all are the same to enable this kind of behavior to happen in the first place, bro.
Point. Otherwise, I don't think she's gonna live too long.
And saving the worst till last is James King. Notorious for being one of, if not the worst stars on the show, for his repulsive attitude and victim mentality.
You know that I'm just now getting the resources that I've been needing.
We're talking about your food. You're not talking anything
all
else.
of it. I've needed all of it though to start with. I haven't had home health. I've had nothing.
Are you telling me that to start?
Obviously, if you're a subscriber to the channel, you'll know all about James King. With his weight unknown, but estimated to be well over 600 pounds.
How is his weight unknown?
But estimated to be well over 600 pounds, James is completely bedbound. He relies on his partner Lisa and his daughter Bailey to be sole caretakers as he can no longer take care of himself.
I better get what I want or I'm really gonna be upset, especially in the morning at breakfast. Oh, is breakfast ready?
Get what you want. You need a reality check. You huge, gargantuan, big body, O-shaped, Dumpty, big mom body, guy, L-shaped. What's wrong with this, bro? I don't understand though, bro. Be respectful for these people taking their time like they did to help your motherfucking guy pancake though, bro. They all look like a stroke, man. What's wrong with you?
Ready?
No, not yet.
Once I'm up and the day has started, all I'm waiting on is sausage, eggs, and biscuits all covered in gravy.
Damn.
It looks good, baby.
When I tell him he doesn't need it, he'll get mad.
They say thank you, bro.
It makes me angry and sad at the same time. I'm so frustrated.
Not only does James need help with his day-to-day needs, but he also has many health issues as a result of his weight. He has extensive skin infections.
Chat, in the world of 2025, people hate honesty. Honesty really scares people, bro. You can't be honest nowadays. You gotta sugarcoat everything in order to not hurt feelings, bro. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's already cook season for this motherfucker. I'm not gonna hold you though, bro. Like, gang, on this, there's still bullshit on my screen right now. There's still bullshit for some reason on my screen, bro. This, I don't even think there's any locking in for this, bro. The lock broke, bro. The lock broke, bro. Gang, It's I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know.
On his legs as his blood cannot circulate around his body properly. This requires Lisa and Bailey to wash him and clean him every single day. While James wears a catheter, he still has to relieve himself the other way in his bed. This means that Bailey has to help clean up her own father's feces multiple times a day. And judging by the size,
I couldn't work at TLC, bro. I could not be in there recording, bro, on himself and him clean. Yo, these guys, iron stomach, bro.
Size of the meals
that Arby's, yeah,
that James eats, I doubt it's an easy job.
I went to the bathroom. I need to be cleaned up.
Okay. All right, give me a minute. I'm gonna get Bailey to help me, okay?
Bailey, your father needs to be cleaned up again, bro. You over here talking to your friends, bro, talking about, oh yeah, hold on, I gotta go clean my father real quick. Some people really gotta go ahead and do that, but with you, bro, you're not even trying to get better, bro, so your daughter don't have to do that. I don't know how you ended up in this position in the first place, but you're not even trying to get out of it. That sucks.
I just can't do anything for myself anymore.
Okay. Go slow, Mom.
James cannot take care of himself at all. He cannot bathe himself. He cannot use the restroom. He has to wear a catheter. And it breaks my heart to see that James is trapped in a bed and can't do the things that he loves to do. Okay.
It's disturbing that Lisa also allows this, allowing Bailey to pick up more and more work every single day.
My mom pulled me out of school because I have to help with my dad. I don't feel like that I should have to be a caretaker.
4 people, bro. Ain't no hiding the screen no more, bro. Y'all just got to see all this, bro. There's a minute left in this video. That's 4, bro.
To my dad because a father is supposed to protect and take care of his daughter.
Just in case.
But it's my dad and I'm not gonna let him just lay there.
No child should have to quit school to take care of their parents, especially as James's situation is entirely his own fault. One YouTube commenter wrote, making the daughter drop out of school because of her father's gluttony and laziness is evil, especially as the mother is there and should be doing it all. Parents and people. It's not a surprise to see how many people are absolutely outraged at the decision to pull Bailey out of school. Sacrificing a young girl's education for the sake of her father's morbid obesity is honestly just disgusting. James's story doesn't end well for him either, as unfortunately after the show aired, he passed away at the age of 40.
He weighed 791 pounds, bro. Yo, sad is that this story is, chat, and this is gonna sound really up, right? Their life, especially the daughter life, is probably taking a net positive from this. I'm not gonna hold gang.
9 from kidney failure. James is one of the biggest failures on my 600-pound life. And if you want to see the biggest failures on the rest of the show, click the video that's on your screen now, and I'll see you in the next one.
That was a crazy video, bro. It's not even like I'm trying to hate on or nothing like that, bro, but it's just like, bro. Some of them honestly genuinely had some sad stories, and I was sad that a lot of that happened. A lot of it came from abuse or alcoholism, drugs, and stuff like that, which is unfortunate. Other people, pure laziness. And a lot of people didn't want to get better. It sucked. No funnies. I'm not going to hold, gang. Some of these people are unexcusable. I know some people are going to try to do it, but it just don't work. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below and everything like that. We're on Twitch. We ride with it. So, yeah, come to the stream. Like those. But, yeah, IBBG. All right.